Tamara, you're chasing a story of a woman who's not quite dead yet. What do you got?
According to the Social Security Administration, Medicaid, and TD Bank, Nancy Diaz died on April 2nd, 2015. Only Nancy's not dead. In fact, she's alive and well, living in Jersey City.
I am fighting for my life.
I met Nancy at her home in Jersey City, and she explained to me the sequence of events that made her the walking dead.
The state is saying that I'm dead. They received a phone call saying that I had passed away on April 2nd, 2015.
Now, this started a devastating sequence of events.
Walk me through this. The Social Security office says that you're deceased?
Yes. And then they sent a letter to my bank, and they told them that I was deceased. So when I went to take out funds from the bank, it said that I was negative and that everything was closed. I went to speak to one of the tellers, and it was because they said that they got a letter from the Treasury that I had been deceased, that I had died.
So I spent the afternoon with her, sitting on the floor, going through the documents that she had and letters from Social Security canceling her monthly checks.
They cut my medical, they cut my Medicaid, they cut everything. I have no money. I'm negative.
Nancy was able to work with the Social Security Administration, which gave her a letter stating, yes, she is alive, and she was to use that to go to TD Bank to open up her account.
TD Bank didn't accept the letter that Social Security had written to it saying that I was still alive.
Now, in order to get her life back, Nancy told me that she was told she needed to acquire a copy of her death certificate, find out who reported she was dead, get that person to notarize a letter saying that, yes, she was indeed alive.
I went to City Hall to get the death certificate, and they looked at me like if I was crazy. Obviously. You know, I was like, I'm here to get the death certificate. For who? For me.
Yeah.
They're like, for you, but you're alive. I have my driver's license, I had all my documents, birth certificate, Social Security. They're like, we can't. We can't even give you a letter stating that you're alive.
So I went to the city clerk's office to see if I could obtain a death certificate for her. And they actually remembered her and were astonished at her story that they actually asked Nancy to come back down. And the city clerk sat with us and said he was going to take this to the state and see if there was a
So
death
they didn't
record.
have it.
No, because what I found out is that your death certificate is not kept in the town that you live. It's where you died or someone claims that you died. So this could be anywhere in the United States. While we were looking into this situation at the city clerk's office, I made two calls, one to the Social Security Administration and the other to TD Bank. The Social Security office wouldn't comment directly on her case for privacy reasons, but they did quickly get in touch with her and started reinstating her benefits. The representative I spoke to at TD Bank was also astonished to learn what was going on. They too began working on this, and I can tell you, as of this morning, Nancy's bank account is reopened.
Oh, good. Good job. Thousands of people get checks long after they're dead. They actually said, the Inspector General also said, some people have gotten checks between 10 and 20 years after their death. Now, a lot of that is fraud. Some of it's incompetence. So it took Tamara to bring her back from the dead. Nice. Good job.
A TD Bank representative responded saying that Mrs. Diaz's account was never closed. However, because there was a death notice on her account, her funds were returned to the U.S. Treasury, causing overdraft fees and not allowing any Social Security checks to be deposited. They said, we have been working diligently with customer service and representatives to provide a resolution with the Social Security Administration. Now, after much back and forth today, they finally accepted the Social Security Administration's letter that Nancy is alive in lieu of a death certificate. However, this is not resolved yet. So I will keep you updated on my Facebook page and Twitter at Chasing Tamara.
High-speed